you're on phone call, you guys made a phone call to the police. Rosemeyer, there's some Rosemeyer on the sidewalk. About two years ago, they cut that sidewalk out, the gas line. It's still cut out, and then they come back and fix it.
Well, that's Sycamore Gas. They should have come back.
Here it is, call and tell them.
I'll call them.
Right in front of Rosemeyer.
When they do that last year? Tell them to come back. They need to put some concrete in there and form a curb.
It can't be blacktop, it's gonna be concrete, because it's in the side.
Yeah. I'll call them. Time. Let's start the meeting. Let's do the pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we need to take a vote to accept the last month's minutes.
I'll second.
Third. It's approved. If a person from Dearborn County wants to come up and you're on, Kyla.
Yep. So we went out to the apartments, the Combs. He did fix the roof. He did fix the electric. He did spray the bugs. The bugs were dead. He did install smoke detectors. So overall, the inspection was pretty good, but he didn't clean up the dead bugs once it had been treated. So that's something we still have an action item for him to complete. And then he installed smoke detectors, but the new code is that if one smoke detector goes off, they all have to go off. So they have to be Bluetooth synced or hardwired. Yeah. So everybody in the department's notified. So he has to change his smoke detectors to something like that and then get inspected by the building department. So his case is almost wrapped up with a couple action items left. And then I did drive by Drew Fabs. I've been by there a couple times. It seems to be doing better. Do you guys feel like it's doing better?
Jason was telling me that the whole apartment, he's renovating.
Oh, yeah. So they got, oh, that's probably why it is doing better. Cause yeah, the health department had a case on them. They shut down the entire second floor
Yeah.
because there was a bug. Yeah.
So I don't know about
So,
the
yeah.
problem. I don't know whether the roaches are,
Well, I'll check with the health department. Last month, the case was still open. I haven't checked with it this month. But if it's not open, it's probably not resolved still. So that probably is why he's doing better. I didn't connect the two, but yeah, that's probably why it's looking better. Nobody's there right now.
yeah.
So I guess I'll keep an eye on that. 209 and 211, they didn't clean up their porches. I've been sending them letters, but still on them. And then the Sumies,
The what?
the Sumies,
Summies.
Summies. Is that how they say it? Summies?
Tell me.
Yeah. Still gotta find time to get out there sometime.
For the inspection.
Yes, we're still gonna have to figure out how we're gonna get on that property to do an inspection. Because from speaking with Nicole, basically, because you guys are in the National Floodplain Insurance Program, because people of West Harrison have flood insurance as a town, if you know about something like this, we have to do our due diligence to make sure that, we do an inspection, make sure it's cleaned up. So people in the town aren't at risk of DNR coming in here and basically losing their floodplain insurance. So since we know about it, we gotta get out there.
He was, and I said this at the last meeting, he was offered an inspection
And
from
he,
Doug Bear down at the health department.
yeah,
He refused it.
so we don't have to, Doug would not have to go there, but we have to go there on behalf of West Harrison.
Well, that'd be fine.
Yeah,
Right.
so, yeah.
Get them.
Okay, well, I'll try and talk to them, but if they're not open to talking, they've denied inspections before, so that may take.
Based on the litigation and conversations we've had with them, it's very likely they will not admit you entry.
Yeah,
I haven't heard back from their attorney on that.
okay, so that's where we're at. It's probably gonna be a court thing since they don't want us on there. Chances are with these floods, stuff might be getting washed away anyways, but we still have to go on there. We still have to verify whether or not there's stuff.
This last high water.
Yeah, I know. I was just there last week. I saw the bridge,
They
but
had a fire out too. I didn't know.
Yeah, they did have a fire.
Their structures.
One of their shanties burnt down.
yeah.
The homeless broke down the hill, that's when, because he stole his own.
Oh,
And
Feuding.
I think the reason the property owners don't want them out there, and they're part of the reason the planning and zoning department feels that we have to go out there is because we know about the structures, and the structures have been built in a flood, are being used for residential use.
mhm.
So we can talk about, you know, what they're actually putting in the water, where their septic is going,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
but the structures themselves are an outright violation.
Yeah,
So the county has asked us to pursue that as part of our litigation.
yeah.
So we're gonna meet after today.
Okay.
And I'll have a answer for you.
Okay, that sounds good. And then,
So probably you may have to go through the court system.
Well, we can amend our present complaint. It's a matter of how much the county is gonna help, and is the town putting the whole bill for that, or
The town of West Harrison? Absolutely not.
that's where we in the county disagree.
Absolutely not, because you saw,
Right, and eventually they would.
I showed you all this paperwork here when I filed that first complaint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it, and I'll get you some clear next steps, Kyla, okay?
okay. All right, that works.
Do you have like, I've read the ordinance, is there something? Is there like a checklist or a sheet that I could send to their attorney?
I can ask Nicole, because she might have something.
So my thought would be, if we can still do, we would like to do an entry agreement, a right of way for the police.
Yeah,
I don't wanna blow that up.
Yeah.
Because of what planning is done.
yeah,
So I thought
anything from
I
it.
can give them a clear checklist and a, hey, we're gonna come out in 30 days, you have 30 days, and here's what has to be done.
Mhm.
Not to get us somewhere and keep the
Okay.
agreement rolling.
yeah. So I can talk to Nicole. We can probably come up with
Today.
a list if we don't have one to make sure to.
I'll talk to
Did I
them,
have
we're
yours or
gonna
did you-
check.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
But I would want you guys.
There's yours.
okay, yeah.
There's your check.
Yeah.
So those are my main action items. Main things going on. We did get a permit. Somebody will be opening an all-terrain vehicle shop in one of the old abandoned garages down there by the laser tag place, whatever that's called, Arena 59, I think. There's a garage down there that's empty. Somebody's moving.
State Line Garage.
Yeah, maybe, no, not State Line Garage.
The old Camp Hospital building.
Where they got. the
Oh,
fitness
okay,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's moving in
There used
there.
to be a machine shop back there. So
Yeah, it, yeah, somebody was there with a similar thing before, so somebody else is.
Who does that belong to now? Is that Smith
yeah,
that owns that?
Todd Smith.
And he's renting part of it out to somebody that's gonna come in and,
Yeah, that's,
They're gonna fix ATVs.
and sell them, yeah. Mhm.
Oh, a new business going in there.
Yeah, they're doing a minor site plan with us. We're gonna,
so what do they need for that when they start a business and they go in and lease a piece of property there? Do they need some kind of a permit or something?
depends on what it is. So like, if it's a permitted use in that district and it's allowed in that district, generally, no, as long as it's already a pre-existing building, but for their signage, they need one. But for this one, it was a pre-existing use because it had been used for that similarly before, right? It's been continually used as this, so it's like a pre-existing established use, but actually in your guys' B1, it wouldn't be an allowed use if it wasn't already pre-designated as that. So they have to do a minor site plan, which is like $125, let us know where their customers are going to park, where they're going to display their vehicles, and what their signage is going to look like. So it's pretty straightforward. But if they were building like a whole new building, that's like a major site plan, and that's like, where's your utilities gonna go, how many customers you gonna have, handicap parking, everything like that, so. Yeah. So this one's pretty simple.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
guys got any questions for Kyla?
Yeah,
No?
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Well, does anybody out here want to speak or? No?
I got a few things.
Come on up, Austin.
I got a few papers you guys here too.
You ain't giving us homework, are you?
I didn't find them there. I'll give them to there.
The two different.
So this will just involve the 32.36 acres you guys own.
Yeah.
Once again, I was just interested in purchasing. I know that the soccer field is going to be getting 5 acres for lease, which I'm totally good with. I'd be willing to give you guys the appraised value. I drew out an acre there, right connected to the park on the which on the first or second one there I gave you. You'll see.
I think
So-
you've got what, two spots? You've got a spot here and a spot there.
Yeah, but on this one here though, I'll start with
Yeah.
that one.
Well, it's gonna be surveyed.
That's fair.
Now when they're gonna start surveying it, I don't know.
Well, I'd be willing to purchase, honor the soccer field's 5 acres, donate that acre back to the park that directly boards the park or neighbors the current park property. And then my only request would be is coming off of South Bowles, I don't need to get to the second leg of my property or even all the way to the property the town owns, but obviously it'd be ideal to have something that would at least allow me to access my field to get over to that field if I was to purchase. But like I said, I'd be willing to give appraised value, honor the 5 acre lease to the soccer field and donate an acre back to the town. So I just wanted to gauge what, if any, interest there'd be in doing
Are you
so.
talking about this red area 1.34 or whatever? Or no, when?
So that's actually a 0.98, not 0.99 acres, but there's a bunch
Yeah.
of different measurements around it.
Yeah,
But it basically comes right up to it.
okay. And that's the one you're talking about?
That's what I would donate back. Yeah,
Let's get it surveyed first and see.
that's fair.
Yeah, once we know where our boundaries
Yeah.
are, we can work with you on something.
That's fair. Yeah, I just wanted to at least give you guys an idea as to
Well,
Yeah.
good.
what I do.
Appreciate the heads up.
Appreciate it.
I'm assuming I should probably just continue to attend the meetings for now.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Thank you.
I told you I busted you though. Yeah, I thought him, he comes in here looking like a regular old working guy, something like that. I've seen his picture on Facebook with a suit on stuff. He's a financial investment guy. I was like, hey, I know that guy.
Well, you do put fences in too. You work.
Not just myself, Mitchell does that.
He cleans up pretty good though. You wouldn't be able to tell that was him.
Does it every day.
Now, Shelby, if you want to get up and talk about something, nobody else but Austin wanted to talk out here. And, oh, I got a question for you. Do you have the lease agreement for the 5 acres?
Yes, and you should have a copy in your stack.
Oh, I got a copy in the stack here.
It says lease agreement on top. We're gonna go through it. And unless I've got something completely bundled, we're gonna approve it and then you and Larry. Yeah.
Right.
And
So I'm ready for that.
5C or whatever.
That way I can tell.
They
him.
need that, and then I don't have their insurance paperwork, and that's
That's an
something
old one there.
we gotta discuss. I've talked to Sam. Right,
Right there.
earlier today.
He's got that.
You got that
Okay.
one? Boy, I robbed you blind.
He
didn't
was
I?
sitting there. All right,
I got,
number one, we have you
Jail.
guys at our last meeting decided you were gonna lease the 5 acres for sure.
Yeah.
You asked me to prepare the lease agreement. In your stacks, there should be a draft, looks like this, minus the post-it note. I wanted to double check that I had the parcel and the exhibit right. This is exhibit A, we're gonna attach to it that defines their 5 acres, and that was attached to the TFA's original proposal, so I don't expect them to object.
Right.
But Marshall's confirmed. I think
That's
Larry-
it, yeah.
This is correct.
Have you guys started down there in,
Just
Biscuit?
We're waiting, we're just been looking at it, we haven't done anything yet.
They are
Well,
waiting on us. They're waiting on me to get it to them. And then we got to get it formally signed. There was,
Haven't started back down, we start today, I'm gonna stay back.
Yeah, I went back there and told him where, I showed him where he could start.
Yeah, you can kind of walk it off. You
That's
can
what I
go
thought
off Beacon.
Yeah, I told him, I
And-
went back and showed Sam.
He
the
did
thing.
tell me, so.
Yeah, I said, you can.
Yeah, I told Sam to
I said,
start
"You're
off
trying to
it.
figure out from
If
here
you
to
can get
there.
into it, with all the rain we've
well,
had.
and
I said, you just don't want to go.
a signed copy of this to you by tomorrow. The goal is to have a signed copy of this to you by tomorrow.
Yeah, I told him, you should be able to get within a couple feet of where it's gonna be, and we're waiting on the survey. There's trying to do it by the end of this month, so.
I did want to, couple of things. I want to be really clear on, if you look under the maintenance section, maintenance and improvements, number 6. The nonprofit, which is TFA, will be responsible for all routine maintenance. That's grass mowing and field upkeep, trash removal, routine safety inspections, minor repairs. The second paragraph, I think, is what we really want. The nonprofit may not construct permanent structures without prior written approval of the town board. So you would want to bring that if you wanted to do something like a concession stand. I don't know. You would want to talk to them about it first. Specifically, the nonprofit may not blacktop or pour concrete on the property.
And they said they wouldn't.
Yeah. And then insurance, the nonprofit shall maintain insurance during the entire 5-year agreement. I've written the lease for 5 years because I believe that's what we discussed.
Yeah.
5 acres for 5 years. And then, so I'm just waiting on, and it might be in my inbox now. Sam was gonna send me their proof of insurance and the coverage. I have $1 million per occurrence and 2 million aggregate. That might not be what they actually have. The farmer, Mr. Hampson, had sent, his proof of insurance, and we had kept that with the lease. So we'll just need that. And that I might have to tweak that number. Everything else on there is pretty standard. Town still has access to inspect, for municipal work, to ensure compliance. We're not assigning or transferring. You can't like sublease, lease it out. Indemnification, that's pretty standard. And that's like why they would have insurance on it in the first place. They do need to add us as an insured person. An additional insured is what it's called on their policy. So I would just ask them for proof of that too. Now, so the actual lease with Hampson, it says payment would be due April 15th. So I just wrote this. I made this up for April 15th. That's when it would start technically.
It's good to me.
Are there questions? Are there concerns?
No,
No, I think you got it.
you covered it.
You got all
well.
the good stuff covered.
So formally, then, what I'm gonna need you to do is vote that this lease, to approve this lease, and if there's a unanimous yes on the lease, then Larry and Marshall will get that signed tonight,
Okay,
after everything else is done.
that's good.
So
Thank
you
you.
wanna move to approve it?
Go ahead and do it.
Well, let's take a vote on that. 5 acres lease to, TFA.
Yes.
Yes,
You vote yes? You vote yes, Rick?
yes. Yep.
Approved.
The ayes have it. Okay. On to the next thing. The bid timeline for the rest of the property, which Austin kind of brought that up. We, I don't know what all, I know you guys want to bid it. When do you want to publish your bid? If you assume that the lease is going to be up April 15th, you could go ahead and publish something. Do you want me to prepare like a notice? Okay, so like a notice of bid acceptance, basically?
Now, that will be sealed bids, right?
Well, you can, so the way that I've read it, you can bid it openly by putting a notice in the paper, and then whoever responds within your timeline is, you get to kind of pick, you take your pick of the bids.
Okay.
Generally price is king, so whoever's offering the best rate, unless there's some other consideration, like maybe you decide it would be in the town's best interest to sell it. I don't know. That's a discussion the board needs to
Yeah, I think-
probably have in private.
Yeah, for right now, I think we're kind of at the point of just leasing it out again for
Okay.
this year.
So you would like me to prepare a notice of
Yeah,
acceptance
Yeah.
of bid?
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
I think we'll do what Marshall said, sealed bid and then put a date that it has to be in by.
yep.
And then we'll have to specify how much we want per acre.
Well, no.
Why
the
don't we
sealed-
have them do the 28 remaining
Yeah, it has,
at whatever the appraised?
yeah, it won't be, yeah, you
I
can't,
don't know.
you can't have, you
think
can't
it-
put a price and do bidding.
It averaged out to like, wasn't it like 10 grand a year at the last meeting when we did the math?
It was $1,500 for.
15.
That's all we was
That's
getting out
all we
of
were
the
getting,
28 acres.
$1,500 for 32 acres of
That's what you're
farmland.
getting, but what do you want? What do you want? Like, do you want to publish the appraised? Based on the appraisal,
I don't think we should,
10 grand.
as a starting point. I
I'm
would
not saying
say,
we're selling it.
the appraiser told me
Right,
when I was walking him through the property, I asked him, what would you lease this farm ground for a
Ooh.
farmer coming in and farming it? And he
Right.
said, well, it's darn good ground.
Yeah.
He said, I'd say at least $250 an acre.
That's,
you could go that way. You could bid it open and just see who gets closest to that number of the bids you receive. That's kind of something you guys decide. We can discuss that a little bit later, and then I'll put
Yeah.
together the notice of the bid and get it to Larry. So you can run it. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Cool beans. Graves
This-
property lien, I
this
need
is
to get
good.
that done.
This would be good.
Lawrenceburg paper.
What's the name of that paper? Record?
Register.
Register?
That's who we normally run it.
And it got bought out by like Cherry Street.
Cherry
Commu-
Road Publication
Cherry
and Collins bought that. They're owned by Collins, which is a huge company.
Yeah.
that does-
saying you can
Cause
check.
they had a lot of turnover. I used to do estates through them and I knew everybody, and now everybody I know is gone. So,
Yeah, if you check with them though, they publish like 3 papers
Publish,
and they put some of that same stuff in all 3.
but you.
No, I mean
you have
around
to
here.
Specify.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
okay.
okay. Graves
And the register's probably the best one.
need to do the lien.
You're
Have we heard anything from him, from Mr. Graves
Nope.
at all? Or-
No.
People want to.
I've gotten that, impression from what I've seen.
Do we,
We're just gonna move forward then. I'll get that
I
done.
mean, do we for sure have a lien on that property?
Yeah, based on what Larry sent me, for sure have a claim. I need to file the lien and then it won't, it sounds like it's gonna be sold at a tax
Well, it
sale.
was sold in
September.
It was sold in September for $6,000
Right.
to an LLC company out of Bedford, I think it was Bedford, Indiana.
They sent us the notice.
They have
sold it-
until September of this year.
Yes,
Graves has, that he can pay that
pay it and
fee
collect
and get
it.
his property back. And if you don't, then the LLC gets it for the $6,000. And I'm, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if we have a lien on that, they should have known that when they were bidding on it. That
Well,
it's,
we didn't
they
have
owe
a
us
lien,
13,000 plus whatever they.
We had a judgment. You have it's like a judicial lien, but you have to actually file to enforce the lien. So really what you do, we would, in the old court case that Mr. Sprafka did for you, we file what's called a motion to enforce, where we inform the court the judgment's never been paid, the property has been sold. We would like you to allow us basically to put a lien on the property. And if it's, and then the current buyer would account for that when they sell it again. They would have to pay us back to clear the title.
That's what I'm just
That
saying. I'm
makes
just trying to
sense.
figure out how, if we're protected or how we're protected by September. If you don't pay that, that LLC is gonna,
So
So
my
that's theirs.
understanding is and I'm gonna have to look back at the actual judgment, but the way that you did the court case, the judgment is not dischargeable in bankruptcy. It's against Mr. Graves. So I don't, even if like the lien was not an option for some reason, you could, if Mr. Graves had any other property, you could put a lien against that property for this
Oh, okay.
judgment to get the town paid back. It's more of a headache to do it that way.
Yeah.
But one way or another, it's doable.
yeah, cause I'm just saying by September 10th or whatever, something's gonna happen with that piece of property.
Yeah, we need to get it done. And I'm gonna get whatever we're doing, I would like to have done by the end of this week. I don't have trial this week. So we should be able to get it rocking and rolling. Then it sounds like, the property that you had surveyed, that Brian Kelly's been kind of back and forth on, sounds like we need to do some paperwork for that. So we know formally what our options are. So that is on my follow-up list for you. And then I would like, if you guys are available for a few minutes after today's meeting, we need to call a brief executive session for the board to discuss the semi litigation and our next steps. Okay, all right. Got any questions?
No, you pretty well got it all covered.
Well, I got lots of stuff to do. The bid will get published in the paper. I would say probably within what, they'll run it multiple times. Larry, how long does it usually take?
Normally, when I ads, it depends what it's for, but usually it's a week or two.
Yeah, so probably in 2 weeks.
I know that we planned in like April or May.
Yeah,
That's why I mean, I'm going to.
yeah, we need to do it.
Paper like this week.
Yeah,
I think on your executive order, you can't do it tonight. You gotta put it in the paper and everything else. You gotta post on the board down here.
yeah, we gotta publish the actual
Yeah.
terms, like what we want bid on, etc. If we want to post like a list price, or if you want to just bid it open and see.
How do you guys want to do it?
Well, see, the problem is if you put
Paul?
You could probably put a minimum bid.
Right.
Go for
but then what do you do if you got two people that want to offer the same thing?
Well, and that
That's
might be a good market test if you don't necessarily put a sticker, like a price tag on it, but you have your minimum, and then you just see what the interest is. Where people,
So I would just say do a sealed bid.
yeah,
And.
it's up
and
to you. I don't
we
have
Have
the,
to put what we want per acre, so they know what to shoot for, and the highest bidder will get it.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. but-
So you're just making an open bid.
Well, the bad part is
It's
that there's only gonna be,
Still bid on it.
there's only gonna be 2 or 3 people bid on it.
One in the hand and two in the bush.
and so we're thinking, so if we're thinking that planting season's coming up, if we're able to run a notice, let's say next week,
Oh, good.
next Thursday,
See, here's the thing, everybody's not
this
thinking.
Thursday,
There's
if I
only
get
gonna
it
be a
done
couple
tomorrow,
people interested.
that's possible.
This Thursday,
Do you think? So we want to, let's shoot for next Thursday.
yeah,
Okay.
it's possible, but I don't think so.
All right.
Are farmers looking at paper? For grabbing the bid on?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be that many people
I know,
interested in
No.
this piece of
Well,
property.
I think Hanson
Just
will bid
publish
us.
it.
I think the guy that's been farming will be interested.
He'll be interested.
I think
So
that's.
if you're
what
worried
the
about
people They're
competition,
gonna be interested in.
I can't guarantee you anything.
He
but
hasn't been doing the other 2
We
feet.
probably got 2 of the 3 in the room right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
the plotters and the.
You got 2 of the
singers.
3 in the room right
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
Okay,
that would bid on it.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So we think we're just gonna do a sealed closed bid. Due by, when do you want all bids in by?
What do you think?
What'd you say? You can't get it until what,
Week,
next
maybe.
Thursday?
Next Thursday, which
Yeah.
is. So
Say
we're
get it-
talking
I'll say make it like
March
2 weeks.
31st.
Weeks,
Do we want it in by April 1st?
That's,
I don't think so.
that would be.
April 1st.
There's someone like that.
Sealed and closed. So we're thinking all bids in April 1st.
And Marshall figured up it's approximately 23 acres total.
That's what it is, total.
And technically, Mr. Hampson, if he paid in November, he should have under the current lease until April 15th.
15.
So that would give the new,
Right,
if there is a new person,
right.
they could take over November 16th. And,
Yeah.
right, okay,
Yeah, because if you don't give it to, if you don't do it in a certain time, then it ain't worth nothing to nobody this year.
Does Hampton have until April or November?
so he
Huh?
paid in 2
hear you.
installments, the current lease. He asked if Mr. Hampson had it until April or November.
April,
April 15th.
Well, he does it. He does 2 installments. He pays one spray, one.
So he paid in November to secure it until April, and then come April 15th, his lease is up and it is what it is.
What 2 installments did he pay?
He paid 750 like in April and then 750 in December.
I think that's how he did it.
That's the way it's been.
Did he pay the whole 1,500 at one time?
You pay $750 a year.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
He mailed me.
That ain't what the contract says, Dan.
Contract says.
I got
Well,
last
here
year.
it is.
He used to pay $750 twice a year.
That's what he did.
Joe Wesley says, no, I'm still sorry for him. She ran it and dropped one of the payments. Now he only pays one payment a year for $750.
Jeez.
I don't think.
Then we would have grounds to cancel.
all
the
he
lease
was
effective
given for-
immediately.
28 acres?
I'm telling you.
But look what it says here, though. Come on up and get this and look at it.
All right.
Danny, come on up and look at this.
That's it. Checks, I get you.
I thought it was $1,500.
I didn't get no. I didn't get no
Joe
Joe.
Wesley dropped one of the payments.
She did?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
What's the deal?
I didn't, you were on the council at that time. I didn't know that, Danny.
He's paying $750.
Thanks for telling us.
Was Joe Wesley?
Literally, checks, so.
Yeah, she was.
She on the.
She was president at that time, yeah.
heck,
Yeah, she was.
Jesus.
Meeting adjourned. Let's go. Well, besides the end.
Stay over, no problem.
You don't want to know our hourly rate.
Even back here.
Yeah. Just so you know, over the next couple of days, I'm gonna call,
Except for him.
Just sit there.
You can leave.
yeah, just so you know, I'm gonna call,
I don't know if you have any time.
Shit.
Surveyor.
Yeah, see where we're at.
Yeah, we're on the record.
Once.
I like to take it, I like
I
to.
don't have all that because Marshall stole my stuff.
Oh, here, I have a copy for you.
What did I take from you, man?
Yeah,
there it is, right there.
looking at vehicles for upcoming. Talking, I got 3 bids from Hague, Bloomington, that's who we deal with, that's who we dealt with, and Andy Moore. I've reached out to, Cronin, Ford about a fleet, and they were more or less like, just gave me a watch, like nothing. I'm still waiting, that's been 3 weeks now for a phone call back. But looking at vehicles, I talked to Hague, Hague's said 2026. They can't get anything to 2027, stock wise.
You got a copy of that?
You don't have a copy of that?
No.
I'll give you a copy. Marshall's taking it
I
off.
didn't- I just stole yours.
There.
That was your fault. Hand it over here.
It was gone before I got here.
Unless this was yours, this might be yours.
I made extra copies, so whoever wants them.
Shelby did it.
Shelby need a copy. I talked to Hague. Hague's looking 27. They can't order anything today or anything this year for this year because they're out of stock. But Hague did tell me come August, there's going to be a price increase from five grand to $9,000 on the Explorers.
Yeah.
So that's for next year. So I think it's just more or less trying to
Right.
push it off to get the price. And same thing with Bloomington. Bloomington was the cheapest out of them, but they're going to have they can't get a vehicle. The availability is not there.
Right.
Plus, there's going to be a price increase. They gave me an estimate. This is what it might be, but I can't tell you till 2027. Andy Moore has the car, has the vehicles in stock they're a little bit more. I think they're 53 or 52. That's for the vehicle, but it also has some lights on it too. You would have to add some lights to it. Just letting you know. So there's a price to equip that also on there, fully equipped on the back for Bloomington.
Who did you say has one?
Bloomington.
Bloomington?
Not Bloomington, Andy Moore. Andy Moore has.
Andy Moore.
Yeah, Andy Moore has them in stock.
That'd be our best bet.
And it shows on that list, it shows what the light, what it comes with. You can see the package that's ready for the road package is like $8,900. But you can always go from there. I mean, that's to put it out on the street, make it in a functioning police car with all the mounts. They switch the radios over.
That's radios, that's.
Yeah,
everything.
that's everything. That's everything. That's a functioning police car at the end of the day for $63,000. With us, if we go, say we buy one from Hague or Bloomington, we would have to outfit it. We have to send it to a company that outfits it. With this, with Andy Moore, I like, you go to the Ford dealership and they take care of everything. Like the outfit they deal lighting with, that STN services. You just do it all through Ford. They deal with the lighting.
So it's
Now, in other words,
immediately ready to roll.
Yeah,
Andy Moore takes radio out.
takes radio out,
Of
they'll
the
switch out the Crown Vic, put it in
changes
that,
everything
changes
over,
everything.
puts it
They
in
don't,
the
they
new-
won't charge us for that. That's free. The radar, the radio, that's a free,
That's the way to go.
that's a free go to deal. But just
said-
looking,
You said we're financially okay to buy one.
Yeah.
just looking for the future wise, I did have a Durango here for a week I was driving. That they gave, when they brought it down, let me test drive it from a Dodge dealership. I know I get. I know.
Is that the one that was,
That black one or that black one?
yeah, I was gonna have you write a ticket on that
We-
thing for parking in a handicap.
I didn't want, well, my thing is, I didn't want to put it out here and then the garbage, you gotta pay to fix this.
Yeah.
I was like, that's why I backed it up here. I was like,
Get it out of the way.
you know, that's where I was looking. I was like, oh, that would have been my luck, but I don't like it's too small. It's tight. And I don't know.
Okay, now you said with more, it was out the door. What was? the
Andy
total?
Moore.
63.
63.
That's-
That's
And it
low.
already has lights.
And that's everything. That's them swapping it all out.
That's a
Yeah.
functioning police car. So that's the good.
You want to vote on it?
But if
Uh,
our increase.
Let's
from-
vote on it.
On,
What do you think, Larry? We gonna break the bank?
if,
Well, we got capital put in.
what I just wanted to share, if, this- I don't bother if you want, I'm just trying to avoid the increase. The
Oh,
5 to 9 grand.
Yeah, I already been
next
checking.
year.
I know they're gonna go
Oh,
up big
yeah.
chunk,
Yeah,
big
so
chunk.
That's where I was looking.
Yeah.
It's just gonna cost us more. Down.
I mean, and when I did the budget, I did money capital outlays for. Do I knew we were gonna have.
That's on there.
Some cars, some,
You was anticipating.
yeah,
So
so
you
we
think-
do have it in capital outlays if we want to spend the money.
Well,
Well,
they're gonna go up 8-10 grand. I've been reading, I've been following this myself and
the Crown Vic's getting pretty old
Well, the Crown Vic, I need to put an ABS module on the Crown Vic.
and
The Crown Vic module, it's between
it's
1,000
bad.
to $1,500 to do it. So what's a
year-
Crown Vic?
what year's the one? you're
Oh,
driving?
08. What's that?
What year's the one you're driving?
That is a 17. Explorer is a 17.
See, so it's already 6, 9 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's about,
Because if I
it's
put
about
a,
time.
I'd say
Yeah,
let's,
I
I'd say
agree.
let's, I vote for that more. deal.
Okay.
What do you think? Vote for a new cruiser?
I've been saying we needed a
Regular,
cruiser since
you
I was.
vote for-
a-
Yeah.
I was just
It's
looking,
approved.
like the Vic,
We'll get a new cruiser.
okay, sign it, order it, and
I mean,
like the Vic
Yeah.
with the module and stuff. I mean, you're looking at 1,000 to.
Well, and here's another
What's it-
thing.
What's it worth?
The back seat. Dave Weissman run through this the other day.
Yeah, put that, you put that in there?
He picks up a homeless guy.
He beat.
You tell him about it.
He
Tell him.
beat me. Well, it's tight back there.
Yeah.
And the guy he got was a little bit more than stinky. So made a mess of the back seat of the car. It was just
Oh,
rough. I mean, it'd be nice with this new one that has the vinyl.
Yeah,
seat.
and
It's got the
you can pan
plastic.
shit in the back. of
Yeah,
the
he just hose them out and drain them out the plug.
Yeah,
With him, I mean, this is our common, we deal with him as soon as he gets out, we pick him up. This is on.
And the new cars have plastic
Yeah.
seats
yeah.
to where you just wipe them off.
And this one's got carpet,
Did you ever get that smell out of there,
Yeah,
out
I
of the
cleaned it out.
upholstery?
I cleaned it out. I took care of it for Dave. He was gonna come and do it that night. I said, I'll do it for you, Dave. Just because I like you. Don't make it a habit.
Now, who actually signs the paperwork on this?
Marshall does,
Okay,
probably do.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
Andy Moore.
If you're a unanimous vote, Marshall's to sign off on the purchase and Larry's going to attest as the clerk.
All right, good. Call them, tell
Come
them.
on over. That was easy. You could get it. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
That's why I was just looking at that high speed 3 summit.
yeah, It's a good job you did there.
Only took 7 years. I've been,
No, I've been reading stuff. They're gonna go 10 grand.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, big jump.
they stopped doing this in 2019.
Years to get a new police
I was
station and a
asking
new
Ben
car.
for
Yeah,
We're done.
and a pay raise.
We're done.
And fair.
We're gonna get it.
Yeah, Sandy got a pay raise. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll probably, we I put it in the paper and sell it.
Yeah.
More likely, or how.
Close bid.
Auction.
Auction and bid it.
You gotta close bids and bid on.
somebody.
You can put it certain.
You wanna drive it around for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna have this lunch and,
Then whoever the highest bid gets it.
Right.
Close bid.
'cause I've had a couple people call me about the penalty
Have you?
and ask us. One guy called, I gave him your number. He wants to come down and take pictures of it.
Yeah.
That's that across the street. He likes.
This was some guy who he takes pictures of police cars all over. the
Put them
place.
on Facebook.
We need to get a good price on it though.
Well,
You know,
They ain't gonna get a whole lot out of it. It's old.
well, you think $3,000?
Yeah, 3, 4.
$4,600 a minute. But the idle hours is like 2,400 idle hours. That's-
Now, who we got to strip the stuff off of it?
What's that? Oh.
Oh, Moore's gonna do it for us.
Shout
Well, I know, but this Crown Vic's gonna need stripped down the lights and
I can have him see what he, see if he can charge anymore, because he's doing the radio out, putting it in
Yeah.
there, so he's gonna run. We'll see if he charges the same work, we'll do.
He'll do the lights though if he gets a little bit extra money.
I will take the light bar.
to get the deal, he'll do
The
it.
siren system. I
Yeah.
would take all that, out. But like the lights in front, the LEDs in front, I think then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard.
We did call land away, but we're charging a lot of money for the old farms, and it don't make sense.
We're not giving land away. We're leasing it to get money per acre.
It'll be a
So
lot- it'll be a
we're
lot
not
more
giving it
than-
away.
You can get, we'll get a lot more than we used to.
It's gonna be on a lease and we're gonna be making more money off of it than what we have been making. So,
Yeah, if you figure, what was it, 30, how many acres with 30?
32.
32 tillable, $1,500, so.
well, Danny said it was only $750. He said Joe Wesley lowered the price to $750.
No paper that shows, no.
Well,
I have Hampton's lease in there and this stuff in there, and it doesn't say that in it.
Checks or cash and.
Yeah, your check goes out.
I did, that's what I just showed you, but
Well, either way, that's a done deal.
it's still,
it's done.
not that
Yeah,
much.
we
money.
have
That is,
done.
yeah, that issue's over.
Pass that over. I'll sign it.
Like beating a dead horse. But even at 1,500, he was getting a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
You better believe it.
And yeah, there's only gonna be 2, 3 people interested in leasing that property.
What's that one? Oh, for the card,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we voted on it.
These are garbage now. That's garbage.
Yeah, we don't need that.
So you're gonna talk to Andy Moore then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I like.
I don't know, I'm not sure how the city does a title, whether you have to file that for a title, or we do, or not. So
No.
I'd have to look at the other cards.
I was gonna say, you got items on there.
Have you?
Yeah, I'll like them by those.
Yeah, cause I mean, I have the titles to the other cards, I can look and see how it's.
Lights and everything.
Okay.
It's just a fill out the form, submit it to the DMV, and he's gonna have to send them. Like, a police plate for a vehicle.
Okay,
We just have to put it on our insurance.
Do
yeah,
you have anything else
he's not allowed
that you want to talk about?
Anything else? I don't have anything off hand, we did get the DVR thing, gonna be fixed, so.
Yeah, for the controls, the cameras on the bathrooms. over here.
Yeah, the
Fan
DVR,
keeps burning out?
he texted me, I told him.
Yeah.
I can get it.
I told him to tell you about it.
So,
I told him just go buy it.
so Jason, all the cameras are working?
Yeah, everything's gonna be,
Okay.
I went to review park cameras. And it was just load, it would take 20 minutes for it to load, I would sit there and wait. And then you review and it can freeze.
Well, I know last time I was down there with you, it was, this one working or whatever, and then it went out because it got dark and then that one was
Yeah, well,
working.
that's, we're good on that, and that's pretty good, we upgraded some cameras with
Okay,
picture qualities, and that's better.
It
You
is.
see
Good.
that?
The night vision is so good
Oh, like looking down here.
with the new cameras.
well, I think
Yeah.
we're done, didn't we?
Yeah, bills.
We got bills to pay.
This morning meeting.
If you guys want to go home, you can. We're just going to sign off on bills. And, Austin, like I told you before now, the farmer goes through there. You could go through there with trailers and stuff like that. He goes through there, back part of the park, and has been for years. Maybe 4 times. And the ground, I don't think is gonna get that muddy. Because if you look at the ground, Austin, it looks like coal dust.
Yeah, I think that we'll address this again after you guys get the survey done, back in this meeting and chat with you.
Nobody's gonna say anything to you.
I'm also thinking if you guys hit $250 an acre, that's $5,750, you take 300 grand, you just get 4% on it, you just double your money every year. But I'll approach you guys again after you get your appraisal done.
There's that true you showing up.
Yeah, man.
The financial planner.
You should have come in here with your suit.
Sounds like all bids will be due by April. Is the plan.
Yeah.
If that is.
Got a big chuckle out of that.
Yeah,
I've seen his
if it's
picture.
gonna be bid, then there was an agreement to sell, I would just honor the lease, I mean,
Well, we have to bid it.
no, that's fair. but I'm saying-
It would go to the highest bidder.
Well, I'm saying if somebody pays if it's leased and then somebody steps in and pays the appraised value for the property. They would just assume that lease for the year, or at least that season.
Well, if you're offering to buy it, that's a different,
I'm saying it's already leased before purchase happened.
right?
That was all.
Yeah. Okay, does anybody, you could go home, Tyler.
Do we need?
You did a good job, thank
we need
you.
to sign.
Thank you. Good job,
Let's get done
Caleb.
today.
Thank you.
Do what, Larry?
Shelby, are we signing this lease thing today?
If you don't mind, let's knock that out.
Yeah, let's
And
sign
then we
it.
need to
You're
discuss-
gonna, okay, cause you want to do this one or
That one, or did I scribble on that one?
you didn't scribble on this one?
Okay. I'm gonna scribble.
This is the one you gave me.
Yeah, you should have done that sort of thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and have you sign it. The only thing I might amend would be if TFA gets back to me and their insurance is higher than what's in there.
Right, yeah, you mentioned that. yeah.
Then I would amend the numbers on the insurance,
So you're gonna fill out for their stuff on here.
yes. And well, basically you and Marshall will sign it, sign the same copy, then I'll send TFA one stuff.
This should be mine.
They'll sign it, then they'll send me their insurance.
3996.
He has to, I never thought about insurance on that, liability insurance.
Yes,
If anybody gets hurt
Yeah,
and they need insurance to cover it.
yeah, she's got it in there.
insurance part in there, they have to add us to their insurance as an additional insured, and then, there's an indemnification clause in there. If they were to get sued or anything, they're agreeing to hold us harmless.
Okay, good.
And to pay for your.
You got the dates up there too. I put the signature date in down there at the bottom already, but you got it dated for signature.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we spent last month just on snow over $9,000.
Oh, believe it. With the amount of snow and
You know, that's something we need to talk about this year too, is who are we gonna get to do that next year?
what?
Because you had a hard time getting him to do it this year, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll have to check into that, Rick. You're right. I will.
Now, what about if we get, does anybody talk to Harrison about contracting with them to?
Yeah,
They
and
can't.
and
They don't?
Jason said that they wouldn't do it. He checked.
All the subdivisions
Uh,
from the city, Harrison, out Edgewood, out, because like, we don't have it done.
Alpha wanted to do it,
We don't.
but we had already told Tom, Southwest Paving, he could do it.
And
So
also,
maybe Alpha would be somebody to go to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shop for somebody.
Also-
over the
Why
summer.
don't we just get Danny a bigger truck and put a snowplow in front of it?
Well, we'd have to buy a brand new truck.
I just said, why don't we get Danny a bigger truck?
I'll tell you what, we got,
just so you guys have it on your radar. This is our last year for our fire contract with Harrison.
yeah,
It's
I'll
gonna
have to
be
go up.
renewed before I put the budget in. Or
When's the
we
contract
need the
up?
paper.
What's the date?
it's up at the end of the year.
Okay.
But we have to do
But
something.
we need to talk to the city of Harrison before, say, June.
Yeah, okay.
And last year, I think one of their people came here 3 years ago and actually gave us the proposal, if I remember right. I think they did, didn't they, Danny?
Chief, Fire Chief Rob.
I think it was fire chief or assistant or whatever.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. Who's the fire chief's name?
Can you put the word
I got
out
his
there?
phone number.
We need to,
You're the next meeting.
well, they just need to talk.
need to
them,
start
see if
working
we
on
can get
Okay, it's fine.
a new 3-year contract.
Is the vent house growing each year or is it going down each year?
It actually went up a little bit last year. It doesn't change tremendously. It stays within basically off my head, 50,000 either way. I've had to add more money in this next year when I do the next budget because of police and the cost and stuff like that.
A few years back, it was over $1 million, correct?
We have that doesn't show the CDs on it. That's just what I spent out of the bank account.
Well, I'm seeing
The
this.
town itself has 1.6 right now. There's some change.
I think,
We have 200,000 CDs and 136,311, I think it is CD.
Yeah.
well, and a concern, and I think what Larry's ultimately getting at is the tax code and how the state allocates taxes to the different counties and to the townships
Yeah.
is supposed to change drastically come 2027.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I need to really know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like last year, when we did all this, I didn't know he was coming full time. I didn't know the raise. I didn't know this stuff, none of this when I did the budget. But I still had enough money in our budget from the state to cover it all. So we still came out okay, we were fine.
The guy that the guy
Next
that I
year.
got to
I'll
take
be
my
ready
spot
for a
on
little
Harrison
bit more, a
Township.
Couple different
He
areas.
was rambling something about basically they're doing away with him.
Making major cuts. Indiana.
Like that's gonna come
We
to
do every
us.
year when I do the budget, I'll put about 200,000.
Don't have the budget to reimburse
Right.
first
Like
responders.
we did the remodel.
So if Harrison's not gonna continue to work with us, or if it's gonna be extremely costly to do that,
You don't.
we're gonna have to
See,
figure something out.
when I was on the township board, we gave big chunks of money to
Huh?
They get
Harrison.
$50.
Brian,
Yeah, and it's,
New Trenton,
it's a lot
and
to keep track. I mean,
Well, once you get your budget.
St. Leon.
Send it there, they can kick it back.
What's that, Leon?
they can't.
No, I think it was just Wright-
They can't.
Wright, Harrison, and-
I haven't
and,
had anything yet come back from them about it.
Mooresville?
We're just filing more.
There's like 3 places we had them, you know.
Well, and what we're gonna probably end up, once we have some numbers and we know what's coming down the tracks. We
So-
may have to sit down and figure out like if we're gonna apply for some grants or.
Well, what I'm curious of is if the funds that are going to the township, that they're doing away with, or if those funds are gonna come to us.
Well, I didn't see this year's, but in this year's budget that we got this year. They were talking about, we were gonna see a lot of decreases in that. I didn't really see any decreases this year or for,
The immediate.
yes. But there are some laws that are changing, like how they do motor vehicle highway, how they do LRS, which is local road and street. Some of them are gonna start changing. And
Well-
it's like they're not gonna have this one no more, it's gonna be this.
Well, see, that's what I was
We
talking
don't
about.
know what the amounts are that, we don't even know that.
Larry, the guy who's, I got to take my spot on Harrison Township. Basically was rumbling something about they're doing away with their jobs or whatever, and it's gonna be put on us. And if that's gonna be put on
Well-
us, then we should be getting the funds
We
that
have,
they've been getting.
we have, if you look at the paper, I don't know it on that one, but on our budget sheet that I know I turn in and you guys have
Yeah.
had a copy of this. You'll see motor vehicle highway. That's our operating budget for gas for them and vehicle maintenance and things like that. Potholes, any of that kind of stuff.
Right,
We also have MVHR,
right.
which is reserved funds.
Yeah, I'm
We
talking
don't
about this-
touch.
Yeah, I'm talking about if this township stuff is breaking up and they're losing their jobs and that's duties gonna
They
be put
don't
on
know
us.
what the township really
Then
does
that-
for us right now.
No, they don't. But the way that he was talking is they're doing away with their jobs. And that authority is gonna be put down to us. So my question is, I'm wondering if any of the funds, because they get hundreds of thousands of dollars every year, if that money is gonna be dumped into our
I
budget.
doubt it.
We would
We're in
probably.
a city, we're a town.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be,
There's something big going on with this township stuff.
we
In
handle
the states.
between the signs and the signs, they don't mess.
Dearborn
with it.
County.
The way they're telling him is they're going away with township trustees and stuff, and that job's gonna be put on us.
We won't borrow trouble.
I figure let them
Something
have
big
it.
going on with the township.
That I don't.
Then they gotta insure.
That's what I'm curious about. All
Okay.
right, let's.
Some bills.
I'll tell you what, we've had so many kids climbing that fence down there. I'm thinking about opening it up this weekend. They're gonna ruin our fence.
Give it another week or so before we turn the water on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we electrify the fence?
Like,
Can we electrify the fence?
I don't think we can do that.
You'd probably want a remote control, wouldn't you?
Well, I can see it from my
I'd
family.
take several remote control and get them.
I run some of them out Saturday.
Was the kids just want to go in there and play?
They would, yeah, they would.
Yeah, the kids that I saw over the week, last week, was it last week? And they were the 5'9" kids.
This week.
You know, the bad part of it is too, the grown-ups are standing there with them and letting them climb.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
The kids that I sent to Jason,
Why,
it was the owner
Well,
of
see-
that 5'9" place. It was his kids.
Just for an example,
And they've been told.
for motor vehicle highway. Okay, that covers snow removal, things like that also. When I had to pay the bill, I only had $4,200 left in motor vehicle highway. So that meant I had to take 5,050 out of riverboat. Pay for it.
Yeah.
Would you say it was almost $9,000 or so?
Yeah, it was 9,000.
Well, and I can see in it, with the snow removal, he had 15 inches of snow.
Yeah, it was a bad year for it compared to what we normally get anymore.
all that drama, they were talking about closing Rising Star Casino.
Yeah, I heard they are.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. I heard
They changed.
Boy, that's gonna be a big hit to.
No, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, they decided.
They decided to keep it and they're issued another permit for a casino to go in up north. And as long as this casino is profitable, it's gonna stay. That was just in the paper last week, I think.
Well, that would have just put.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
That's true.
Say, man,
Bye, Austin.
you ain't fooling me no more. You ain't fooling me no more. That was funny when I seen this picture. Looking at that picture, suit, yeah, it's suit on, all that stuff, and I was
He's
like,
a count.
he's a financial planner guy.
Yes.
Say it, Danny.
Bye, Danny.
Brothers.
I'll call Sycamore Gas.
Yeah,
He knows
I
what he's
joked with
talking
him.
Okay,
Yeah, I joked with him, told him, I said, you come in here. I said,
thanks, Danny.
Some regular old factory working guy. Well, you know.
I seen that. Yeah, I figured you'd get it. Where'd you put it at? Back in the parking lot where it come from? Yep.
Bye, buddy.
These are for our ads for, yeah, for, the budget for last year to show what we actually spent for the open ones.
These ads are a little pricey, ain't they?
They're going up.
Yeah, they are.
No, I haven't taken an ad in years, but I've heard from other people, so man, you wouldn't believe
Well,
what they
they
charge
actually,
now.
they actually cost more last year than they did this year
Really?
for the same ads. A little bit. It wasn't a whole lot, but just a little bit.
Yeah, it used to be dirt cheap on an ad in the paper. And friends of mine told me a few years ago, so, man, you wouldn't believe what they charge now.
I still, even though it's through columns and I can go online and do all this, I still call Nicole up there and just have her do it.
Yeah, my paralegal does that.
Yeah.
My other. part, so.
So how often does Terminex come in? Every month?
Once a month, and then they come in once a year to
Do
do
an inspection?
the termite.
Fight maintenance.
Side down.
Some family services we have.
I haven't seen any
Just moved in.
termites.
Well, termites
I
are
work
bad.
for Hamilton County.
Oh, you ain't kidding, Rick.
I do.
And you get,
risk
you
management.
get a hold of a building like this,
They've got
And-
untreated.
everything.
Yeah.
We just
But
moved
I'm just saying, if
into
they get turned loose in a place
a
like
new
this, out of
building.
control, it
like a
tears.
shared
everything up.
space
Had the house down.
and
I had them in mine.
county jobs and
I
family
had them both
services.
in my house. Yeah.
I had them over on
They are
West End,
state
my house,
funded.
total brick, Bedford
They
stone
operate a
and
little bit
Yeah.
different.
concrete basement. And I still have.
They don't care.
They got in under the stoop, but the front door I caught them.
They went after
They're
the wood, didn't they?
requesting
Yeah.
all these, they
Yeah, I
got
sit there one day, it's kind of sunny, the door looked like, I was like, what the fuck
record
is that buzzing around there?
so
Normally, yeah, it's like-
leasing their.
It's like these little gnats or something like that. And they were looking at some gnats and fucking.
Hamilton County has a
Yeah,
policy
I
that
found
says
them,
you can't do
I
that.
had a house up on Sycamore, or,
Job and
Up
Family
on top of
Services
it.
has a policy that says,
Up
yes,
on
we
the old-
can do this. I'm like,
Constance.
the
Like
county
so-
owns the system in the building that
Elburn.
you're occupying space.
Elburn
in,
or
so
whatever it is up there.
Well,
Yeah, because
her
County
house,
says
her house. is fine.
I understand why you guys have to
Go
do
up
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah.
Sycamore up the
They
hill.
don't have the
There's
authority to
the-
say,
there's
okay, you
the-
can have
Yeah.
this.
And
They're so.
her house is all brick, full basement, all that.
Get mad at
And
me,
they
call
come
your
under-
county commissioners. 'cause
Stu,
they're the ones that
same
can
way.
change
Yeah,
it.
that's where they got it.
Two boards in on the first floor. I popped the floor up right there, and right there they were. And they were in, they were only in two boards. And if them two boards cut the floor out, relayed.
Yeah, luckily for
Good
me,
thing you caught it.
luckily for me, I went downstairs the basement and walked right where that stoop is. When I guess I looked up and I could see them.
Yeah,
State trails on a couple, two or three of the boards there. I was like,
my
"Hey,
house now.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
to take for every
And
time
I-
to get on that.
And I went in and had. I
It just sounds like it's gonna.
Yeah,
be-
they're horrible back here.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't seen them in my house since,
It's too-
but I did see
Mhm.
damage that I had to repair once I put, when I put the new door and stuff.
Yeah.
I've had them in the big house up here in the back of the,
Have you?
yeah,
Budget for blood insurance.
and they've been there a while, because I'm gonna have to replace the floor in there.
Yeah.
Going down the road.
More than 12 grand.
Oh, there was a little house that used to be on,
That's one time. If we
Right.
get-
you go up 46 and you turn on to Chaplow.
Mhm.
And once you started back, you passed a little church or stuff and then we're cut off to go to, right as it was cut off to go to Bishop.
some Criteria, so I.
There was a little house over something like that. And the guy I worked with that bought that place for that. And he was talking about it. And I stopped there one day. I seen him and his wife from vacation. Like this, I said, what? He goes, you walk inside, there's walked inside there, they had tore half of the floor up in the main room or
Just
something
gotta
like
go
that.
email.
And all the floor joists were.
Any one of those bins, bungees.
Oh, they had to tear the house down. I mean, it,
Care what color?
the whole.
Yeah, just signing
had
bills.
been Eat up with, so there was nothing left of them.
We'll sign agreements in red. That's notoriously bad.
That's the worst one I ever.
Marshall,
saw.
this one
I
doesn't
mean,
work either.
Unreal.
Nope.
Try this.
Get a pin budget?
This don't
Oh,
work.
here we go. We got it.
You got one.
Lincoln's probably been there for 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. You think that ink's dried up, Larry? Yeah, throw them away.
I take that.
And,
This
at
one's
the end
got
of
my
my
bills.
desk.
It worked one time.
I'm gonna let you have mine.
Just give it that one right there. Yep.
Gonna have to put reins.
I don't know. That's hey, them, you
Gonna have
know.
to put some reins on you now.
Mark,
That's enough with the money, man.
try it out.
Here, hold, I'm getting the new cruiser. Hey, I'd already been following that. I knew there's a big,
Can't tell you
It's gonna raise again, it's gonna be more.
Do you know anything
Right.
about this?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, there's gonna be a massive price increase next year.
Allstate.
I don't know about,
Something about a claim.
What'd you do?
Against it.
it's against him, this Jeremy fella.
No, we haven't worked any breaks.
Who's Jeremy?
This was like from last year in November, October.
100 Railroad Avenue. That's town, what's there? I don't know who it is. Like,
Yeah.
state.
I mean, I don't know what it even
I don't think
is.
it's really any.
I don't think anything.
Somebody got wrong info.
Yeah,
Day the week.
and they could have been crash or work.
You want to shut that off? So everyone-
So you guys, you know, you want to end the meeting?
Well, do we have to stay on the record to have the meeting with her?
You don't, I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
We wanna,
You wanna make a motion?
I make a motion, all the bills are signed, I make a motion to close the meeting.
A second.
Third,
Done.
shut down.
No, they want us to act on the sticking point and continue the litigation. That's the point.
Yeah.
Well, my pen.
That's a pretty good pen. I guess you gotta replace
You
it.
take it apart?
Well, it stopped working,
No.
so I took the cartridge out, cause I'm gonna take it to Staples and get me a new one.
No.